What is the message of the Bible? Well, over the years, when I've had opportunity, it's been my pleasure to seek to give people an outline of the whole Bible. And I'm going to try to do this even here, as far as we can get anyway, in the 5 minutes that I allot to these segments. So I want you to buckle up. If you have a pencil and a paper, write it down. I want to give you an outline of the Bible so that you can walk through your days with at least a broad understanding of what its message is. Of course, it is a rich and full book, and this summary cannot be anything other than a summary. It's not complete. The Bible itself is complete, but here is my outline of the Bible. You start with the Roman numeral 1, and you want to write down there Genesis 1 and 2. Roman numeral 1, Genesis 1 and 2, and then a dash. And we'll tell you what Genesis 1 and 2 is about. You may know, given the fact that Genesis is the book of beginnings. That's what Genesis means. So Genesis 1 and 2, creation. That's what we are told about in those first 2 chapters of Genesis. So Roman numeral 1, Genesis 1 and 2, creation. And then underneath that, Roman numeral 2, Genesis 3, and then a dash. Then you put fall. Now, this is not that chapter 3 is about the season between summer and winter. This is about the fall of mankind. This is about the secret assault of the serpent coming into the garden and tempting Eve, and Adam sitting on his hands, and the two of them eating of this fruit that God had forbidden them to eat of. And then God coming into the garden and pronouncing his judgment on the serpent, on Adam, and on Eve. And then having given them coverage of their nakedness with animal skins, sending Adam and Eve east of Eden. Genesis 3, fall. That's under Roman numeral 2. So Roman numeral 1, Genesis 1 and 2, creation. Roman numeral 2, Genesis 3, fall. Then underneath that, a Roman numeral 3, Genesis 4, through Revelation 22. Genesis 4 through Revelation 22, dash, then you write this down. Trying to get back to Genesis 1 and 2, only better. Trying to get back to Genesis 1 and 2, only better. And there, friends, you have your outline of the whole Bible. Well, we have a few minutes left. Let's see if we can unpack a little bit of that last line there. What do we mean trying to get back to Genesis 1 and 2, only better? Here's what we mean. The blessing of Genesis 1 and 2 was that man and woman, Adam and Eve, had no danger of being harmed. There's no sickness. There's no death. There's no broken relationship with each other. There's no broken relationship internally. There's no broken relationship with the living God. Everything's good. And that's where we're going. You see, in Genesis 3, which is the hinge of this outline, in Genesis 3, when God pronounces his curse on the serpent, he says to the serpent, I will put enmity between you and the woman, between your seed and her seed, and you will bruise his heel, and he will crush your head. This is the promise, the earliest promise, coming right on the heels, pun intended, of the fall itself, of the coming of the Messiah. That he would indeed have his heel bruised, that Jesus does suffer, but that he would crush the head of the serpent, that there would be victory. And in that victory, everything that was lost is regained. Jesus succeeds as the second Adam. As the last Adam, he succeeds where the first Adam failed. He's taking us back to the garden, only better. Because why is it better? Well, it's better because God's glory is manifested in Jesus winning this victory in a context of fall and shame and entropy and hardship. Jesus is the greater hero. And we come into relationship with our Heavenly Father, not only grateful that he's made us, but that he's rescued us and redeemed us. And that, friends, is what the Bible is all about.